who is stronger than who and who would win a fight against who is always something that's heavily discussed in the Bleach community. By not giving Yamamoto his own one-on-one fight without the other party having to use some tricks or anything, Kubo has made sure that the question, how strong is Yamamoto really, goes unanswered. With the introduction of Squad Zero in the anime, the question begs, why is Yamamoto not a part of Squad Zero and is he able to take them on? Before we start the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Before we compare Yamamoto to the 5-0 squad members, we will quickly go over Yamamoto's powers and abilities. Yamamoto is the head captain of the Kotei 13 and he possesses a powerful reserve of Reiatsu. He himself made the claim that he had served as the head captain for 1,000 years because no Shinigami stronger than him had appeared since he had assumed office. And I know, while you can make a case for some characters, if we're purely looking at battle strength, power, and no tricks or anything, no Shinigami stronger than him has appeared in these 1,000 years, at least not that we've seen. His Zanpakuto, Ryujin Jaka, uses fire as its base, and we've all seen how destructive it is. Aside from his Shikai, he also possesses one of the strongest Bankai in the series, Sanka no Tachi. It has 4 forms, each linked to a cardinal direction. Aside from his sword techniques, he also has the mastery of Kido. You can use the highest level of Kido without incantations, which is proof of his skills. But he doesn't really rely on them since, Yamamoto is Yamamoto. Now that we've gone over the basics of his powers, let's take a quick look at the Zero Squad. A requirement to enter the Zero Squad is a contribution to the Soul Society. And we're not talking about picking up garbage off the street and keeping the Soul Society clean, we're talking about a huge contribution to the Soul Society. If we're looking at the contributions, we have Ichibei, the leader of the Zero Squad, who was given the title by the Soul King himself, and was the first person in all of Soul Society to name things as we know them. This includes the Zanpakuto and also the terms Shikai and Bankai. Next we have Tenjiro Kirinji. He created healing springs that can cure beings from even near fatal injury. His healing springs not just heal the body but also the Reiatsu of the Shinigami. Next we have Kiryu Hikifune. Her immense cooking skills create food which replenish lost Reiatsu and increase the quality of strength in it. But this is not why she was chosen for the Zero Squad. She was chosen the Zero Squad due to her being the creator of artificial souls, which allows Shinigami to wander and interact in the human world. In the 4th place we have Oitsu Nimiya. He created the Zanpakuto and is the only person who can create Zanpakuto for all Shinigamis, even for the likes of Yamamoto. Prior to him creating Zanpakutos, everyone used to fight barehanded and they didn't have a weapon to focus their Reiatsu into. Hence, his invention was a major breakthrough for the court guard, whose main job was to fight. And as a 5th member we have Senjumaru Shutara. She created the Shihakusho, which is the ordinary black uniform of the Shinigami. And while I do say ordinary, it's not really ordinary since I think it's kind of linked to your soul and also changes and adapts according to your soul. And since it's the gear that the Shinigami wears, it really helps in the durability of said Shinigami. Now that we've gone over both, the first question is, why isn't Yamamoto a part of the Zero Squad? If we look at his contributions, we can think of 2 contributions that would offer him a position in the Zero Squad. The first one is the formation of the Kotei 13 itself. Yamamoto created the original Kotei 13, which before he created the group were just some really strong criminal niggas. The Kotei 13 serves as a protection for the whole Soul Society, so you can make a case for him creating a force that protects Soul Society. I do have to say that if we compare contributions, it's a bit of a small contribution compared to the other 5. Aside from that, to my knowledge, Yamamoto also created an academy to train Shinigami. While this too is important for the Soul Society, if we just look at the contributions, it again is a much smaller contribution compared to the other 5. So aside from his enormous strength, the contributions are a bit lacking, and that is a requirement for the Zero Squad. So to answer the question, why isn't Yamamoto part of the Zero Squad, I think this comes down to the lack in contributions or his own choice not to join. Since he himself created the Kotei 13, I can understand why he would want to stay in the position to lead it. Now let's take a closer look at the next question. Is he able to take on the Zero Squad? Shunsui stated that the combined strength of all the 5 members of Squad Zero is more than all of the Kotei 13 combined. The important keyword in this is combined strength. If we're talking Yamamoto against the 5 of them combined, Yamamoto is losing 10 out of 10 times. Now if we're talking one-on-one, the case becomes different. Through the manga, Kubo has stated the following: for about 1,000 years there has been no one who could surpass him. In other words, this means even Aizen is is not a threat. This aligns with Yamamoto's own claim being, in 1,000 years there hasn't been a Shinigami who has been born who is stronger than he is. The thing here is, I don't think it's necessarily strength overall, but pure and raw battle strength and battle power. If you ask me, even looking at the Zero Squad, the only one who will beat Yamamoto in a one-on-one without any tricks and just pure and raw battle strength is Ichibei. The reason for this is that you just can't do anything as a Shinigami against Ichibei's power. Aside from Ichibei, I think Yamamoto got them all if we're talking one-on-one. If we take a look at Hikifune first, Hikifune was the captain of the 12th division when Yamamoto was the head captain. For this fact alone, we can kind of confirm that she wasn't stronger than Yamamoto, since Yamamoto remains the strongest member of the Gotei 13 in history. Now, if we take a look at Senjumaru Shutara, she actually has a chance. Why I think Yamamoto still got this one is because of the difference in Bankai. While Shutara has a very powerful Bankai, I don't think it will surpass or overpower Yamamoto's Bankai because of the destructiveness of his Bankai. Where Shutara's Bankai is more of a technique which is very powerful, Yamamoto's Bankai is purely, again, battle, power, strength and destructiveness. I don't think it would be an easy dub for Yamamoto, but I do think he would come out on top. Next up is Tenjiro Kirinji, the one who made the healing springs. This one is kind of a gamble since he bases his power of water. He can summon the water from his springs wherever he wants and then use them while battling. The thing is, Zanka no Tachi drains all moisture and liquid in a large area when activated. So if this works on his liquid as well, it will be easy dub for Yamamoto. Next up is Oetsu Nimea, and this is the one I would probably give the chance of an L for Yamamoto to the most, since he is the creator of the Zanpakuto, which also means he knows the most about them, including Yamamoto, Zanpakuto, Ryujin Jaka. Aside from that, he himself is very skilled with the sword, and he possesses a Zanpakuto, which is quite weird since it doesn't get broken or destroyed. It's a blade that's always sharp and all blood simply slides off it. It is said it's able to kill an opponent with just one slice, but I don't think that would work against Yamamoto, but I do think it would be a very difficult fight for Yamamoto since he knows his Zanpakuto as well. So to answer the question, would Yamamoto be able to take on the Zero Squad? I would say he will probably win against 3 of the 5 members. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.